All right, so not only can we get shoulder locks, but let's talk about, this was really nice because he's up and away from me, right? And so whether I get these overhooks by him giving it to me, or maybe he's like weaving his arm in here so I can walk this in here, it's really easy to get these overhooks when he's kind of far away from me, right? I shouldn't say easy, right? But as compared to if he's hugging me like this, right? Now I can't, maybe I can get the overhook, but there's no way I can get my elbow in here anymore, okay? So let's go ahead, scooch back. So yeah, now we're talking about the guy who's like just dead set right here on compressing me. Oh crap, right? And I'm going to be trying to frame and get him away from me and get my knee shield back, but he's just doing a really good job right here. Okay, so what I can do right here is, you see how my knee shield got compressed to his hip? That's still fine. I can keep this, and I'm very powerful right here. Even if he's holding on to me really tight, that's kind of what I'm banking on. So as I push him away, I create enough space to grab his arm. I start sliding his arm down, and I can get this Violin armbar from right here. Okay? So he's crushing me. Go ahead and crush me. I create some space. I get this Violin armbar. A Violin armbar is just holding this right here, finding the elbow, and pulling towards the opposite side to his elbow pit. Right? So I find the elbow and I pull towards his elbow pit. I can even get it right here a little bit if I get lucky. But he's crushing me, and the whole goal right here for him is to try to collapse my leg into here. So what I need to do is I need to keep the shield strong. And even if I'm right here, I need to push him away, okay? While at the same time trapping this arm. So he's crushing me right here, push him away, trap. Boom. And now I have this Violin armbar. So I actually like it when they start to hug me, because I can usually find creative ways of collapsing them, okay? But if my knee is stuck in here, it's kind of like a weird, bittersweet situation, because he's collapsed my knee, but it's right on his hip now, so he can't progress past to where his hip is. So I push him away right here, and that usually gives me just enough space to get my knee shield back while trapping this arm and getting that Violin armbar. Okay, and I hit that one kind of semi-frequently, because even if he doesn't collapse me, he'll still be trying to collapse me. Right? He'll be grabbing the back of my head like with a death grip. So it's really easy just to pinch and get that Violin armbar. And it might not always be so pretty. It might be a fight. The second he feels the armbar coming, like he's grabbing right here, he feels the armbar coming, he might start to move around, so I have to kind of like position it. But I'll still get that armbar. Okay? And let's go back. We keep turning this way. Go back over here. All right. So, same thing with this one. If I can get the underhook, right? So as I go to wrestle up, I'm always going for this underhook because I want my transition, right? And the transition, remember, is like we can start transitioning to the back, and we'll get more into that in the next half guard. But just as a side note, right? I'm always going for this underhook, but he is going for his underhook, right? And so that way I can start working this manipulation. Go back over here, please. So let's say I am successful because I have the knee shield. So I put my hand on my knee right here. I kick through, and I'm starting to get my underhook. He doesn't like that. So he knows I'm trying to wrestle up to get to his back, so he shoves me back to the mat. Boom. Okay, so you see how I still have this underhook, but I'm collapsed? Which is fine, because I'm going to start extending away from him, and I'm going to get this Violin armbar. Okay, so once I get here, now I need to modify my legs a little bit. I'm either going to need to get my knee over here, or I need to stop him from progressing this way, and then I have my Violin armbar here. All right, so let's start that over. So he's kind of like trying to push into me. He's trying to collapse me right here. And so, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Okay, what?
No.
All right, so he's trying to collapse me into here. So I try to get up here. He doesn't like that. So he pushes me back to the mat, but I still have my underhook, right? So I'm going to get my legs involved in here, pinching my shoulders, pinching his shoulder around my knees, and I'm cupping this hand right here. So in a Violin armbar, I'm trapping his wrist, right? And I'm kind of pinching my neck and my shoulder right where his wrist is. So that way when he tries to pull this out, it gets kind of trapped. If I go all the way to the hand, he's going to probably pull that out. If I go too high right here, I won't have enough torque on the elbow. So I go right to that wrist. And it's cool because I'm the person creating distance control. I grab the back of his elbow. It doesn't matter how you grab it. In my opinion, you just find his elbow and you start pushing towards that elbow. If he turns his hand a little bit, then I turn towards that way. If he turns his hand that way, then I turn that way. So it doesn't really matter. You just pinch it, find the elbow, and I'm making sure he's not posturing up right now by keeping this right here. So one more time, as he's trying to collapse me right here, and so I get up here, he doesn't allow that, he pushes me back to the mat. Okay, so we're in one of these battles right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus here, slide up, and get this violin armbar. Okay, so now I have this on both sides. All right, we keep moving this way. So good. So if he does collapse me right here, he's trying to collapse me right here. Okay, I'm going to pull this right here. I'm going to get that violin armbar. All right, if I come in right here, boom, violin armbar. All right, let's show it on the other side. All right, now, which one? Oh, so he's trying to collapse me right here. All right, and now I'm going to push him away, pinch, and find his elbow. Boom. All right, now right here, I'm going to kick up. All right, and then now I'm going to create some distance management with my legs, and then get the violin armbar on that near side arm.